and welcome to Kampot, Cambodia. I got here yesterday from Koh Kong. I took a ferry and then a 3-hour bus. If you have been watching all of the videos, you would have seen that I didn't actually make a video in Koh Kong, and that is because when I got my night bus from Siem Reap down there, we actually had an accident with a lorry. Luckily everyone was fine. One of the passengers in the lorry did have to get taken to hospital, but everyone is alive. And then when I was on Koh Kong, I got a little bit of sunstroke, so I just took a couple of days to relax. But yeah, now I am in Kampot, and I have decided, instead of doing the organised tours which take you to the pepper farm, the salt fields and Kep, I'm going to hire a bike, which I've done for $5, visit those places, and also visit where I am now, which is Bokor National Park. So it's a national park, obviously, so I spent about an hour driving through the trees, lots of butterflies, birds, and lots of monkeys, but none of them chased me, luckily. And now we are at the top of Bokor Hill, which has these stunning views when the clouds pass, because we are above the clouds. So you've got the whole jungle, forest, and then you can see the sea, but like if you look over there you can kind of see it. But we are very high and it's quite cloudy today, so it's not very clear. And during the French colonial time, this was a very important place, so they actually built a lot of buildings here, including temples, churches, and this, which is called Bokor Hill Station. Now, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, it must have been a station, but I think it was actually a hotel. But there's no signs and you can't get in any of the buildings because it is completely free to get in this national park. But that means you have to kind of do your own research. But yeah, so I'm going to start today. It has taken me quite a while. It's already 11 o'clock to get the bike and get up here. So we are in a bit of a rush. But I'm going to look around the buildings. I'll show you them all. If we can get in any, I will go in them. But these ones, like the actual doors have been replaced, so you can't get in them. But yeah, over there you can see the cathedral, which isn't really a cathedral. I'm going to say it's more like a Catholic church. And then there is a Buddhist temple as well. So yeah, that is the plan. We are going to quickly look at these buildings, and we've got like almost 2 hours drive to where we are going next. Okay, so I made it to the Catholic church, and I did check it is a Catholic church. And you could go inside that, so I have to put some videos of that up. And then there is like a viewpoint just behind it that I have climbed up, and I'm currently making my way back down. But yeah, I did a little bit of research with the spotty internet up here. The station is actually La Palace Hotel, which was a French retreat for French royalists. And there is also a casino we're going to go to. So they used to stay in the posh hotel and then go to the posh casino. Maybe I should have said this when I'm not climbing. Okay then, and a few minutes down the road, I am here at the temple. I can't remember the name of it. You know I can never remember the name of it. It's the only temple up here. And it is also home to a traditional Cambodian village. So here is the newer of the temples. There are two, there's one behind me, I'll show you the other one after. But it's only when you're driving around that you realise just how recently France owned Cambodia, or had a power in Cambodia, however you want to say it. Because some of the buildings are really new, and like the signs haven't worn away still. Like if we come over here, this used to be like a little town, so this was the less expensive hotel. There are a few of them. I think there's 3 that I've driven past, so this is one, and all the bottom is shops, the top says apartments or hotels, and it's still like in relatively good condition. There's one that we drove past that still had the air conditioning units on it, which is crazy. But yes, this is, oh, something just hit me. Let's hope it didn't sting. This is one of the temples, so the newer temple as I said, and then I'm going to quickly head over to the older temple and I'll show you that now. I'm doing it quite quickly though because there were lots of bugs around here, so yes, I'll just show you that one and then we're going to head to the casino after, so I'll probably talk to you there. I'm currently sat outside the casino. I did go closer and like one of the doors was like left ajar, so I stuck my head in and I am shocked. Like they had a security system that looks really new, so I am honestly really confused as to when exactly this was abandoned, and I am going to look and see if I can find out, because it's actually quite interesting and there's still like slot machines in there and everything. But yeah, this is the casino and then there's a random building there, I don't know what that is, and then there's another temple there. That is the back of the other hotel that I said about earlier, and then there's another hotel behind here. Yeah, but this is actually quite interesting. I really want to know the story behind it and why it was all abandoned. But yeah, this is the last stop I'm going to make in the national park. I am now going to head to the pepper farm. Hopefully I will be there before 3. Do a quick like half an hour tour, head down. It's going to be a very rushed afternoon. So I made it to the pepper farm just in time because 2 minutes after I got here there was a free tour. So the free tour is 1 hour and 15 minutes, or you can pay for a longer one which was $10. But I feel like an hour was enough, especially in this heat. So we've been given a brief history, been shown where the peppers are grown, the long peppers, and now the Kampot peppers, which can only be grown in Kampot and Kep. And now we're going to a tasting. Okay, so you may be wondering why I'm standing in front of a roundabout with a giant durian on it and not at Kep Beach or at the salt flats. And that's because, as you can probably tell, it's got quite late. I've got very burnt and I'm very tired, and the only thing that is like the attraction at Kep Beach is there is a giant crab statue because they catch crabs there, and then that's basically it. And then I have seen lots of salt flats before, so I didn't really feel like driving over an hour return trip to the beach, and then it was like almost an hour to get to the salt flats as well, there and back. So instead I've dropped off the bike. I have had some dinner. I just had it at this like local place because I didn't have lunch in the end. And then yeah, one of the other attractions is this giant durian. So I think that will probably be the end of this video. I'm going to go and explore the night market now, but most night markets look the same, so I'm not going to bother filming that. If you have more time here, you can go to the caves or obviously do the beach and the salt flats that I skipped. Or in the rainy season, there are lots of nice looking waterfalls here. However, it is the dry season now, so there was no point me going to them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.